What is a whole food plant-based diet? Today I'll explain the difference between a whole food and processed foods and what a whole food plant-based diet is. You'll be able to get some ideas of what to eat on a whole food plant-based diet, and you'll see how simple it can be. Whole foods are not complicated or expensive, and they're the healthiest way to eat because those foods provide exactly what nature intended us to eat. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and comment with any questions below. We always answer all questions. A plant-based diet is simply a diet made of plants or plant products. A plant-based diet can include junk foods or processed foods which are made in a factory. A plant-based diet excludes anything which comes from an animal. Foods like butter, milk, cheese, lard, meat, seafoods, eggs, and poultry are all animal-derived foods. Vegans don't eat any of these foods, but a plant-based diet isn't quite the same as vegan. A vegan focuses on more than just diet. Veganism is a lifestyle where any animal products are avoided, and this also includes things like animal testing, cosmetics made with animal products, or even clothing made with animal products. A whole food is a food that is unchanged from the way it is found in nature. For example, an apple is a whole food. Brown rice or lentils are whole foods. Fruits and vegetables are all whole foods. A processed food is the opposite as a whole food. All processed foods are made in a factory. Processed foods are changed from the way the original plant grew in nature. For example, olive oil is processed. Yes, we always hear that it's healthy, but it's still a processed food. We don't see olive oil in nature. We see whole olives. Actually, we don't see any pure oil in nature. All food oils are processed from the whole food. Olive oil is plant-based because it is made from whole olives, but not a whole food because it's changed from the way it grows in nature. Bread is plant-based, but not whole food because we don't see any bread trees. We see wheat growing in nature, but not bread. Bread has to be made in a factory. Dried apple that you might find in a cereal is plant-based but processed because it has had the water removed and is therefore changed from when it was picked from the tree. Now you should be able to understand the difference between whole foods and processed foods. So, how do you have a whole food plant-based diet? A whole food plant-based diet is based around most foods that are unchanged from nature and do not come from animals. Some examples of meals could be oats and fruit for breakfast because both oats and fruit do not come from an animal and both are mostly unprocessed, meaning they are not made in a factory. Lunch could be rice and potatoes with peanut satay sauce and perhaps a salad or steamed vegetables on the side. And dinner could be chili beans with baked vegetables or something like that. Dessert could be fresh fruit with plant-based yogurt. Wait a minute, plant-based yogurt doesn't grow on trees? No, it doesn't. And that is the beauty of a whole food plant-based diet. You don't have to be 100% strict about what you eat all the time. The idea is to be healthy and to feel great. If a plant-based yogurt is as bad as it gets, you're going to be pretty lean and pretty healthy for a very long time. So next time you feel confused about what is whole food, just ask yourself, did Mother Nature grow this or did it come from a factory? Did this come from an animal or a plant? If you're eating a whole food plant-based diet most of the time, you will enjoy the best health for a very long time. What do you think? Could you live on a whole food plant-based diet? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our next video, and thanks for watching.